Paul says one last thing about the way the world lives. He says this old man, who we were before we became Christians, grows corrupt according to the deceitful lusts. Earlier in chapter 2, Paul describes our condition before we became Christians. We were dead in trespasses and sins when we walked according to the course of the world. We lived under the influence of Satan and his demons. We guided our lives by lust, doing what we wanted to do. As Paul says in Ephesians 4:22, that way of living leads to increasing corruption. He also says these lusts are deceitful. Sin deceives by promising fulfillment. Just this one time and it will be enough. I'll never do it again. Sin also convinces us that the consequences, if they happen, will be far off into the future and won't be as bad as we fear. Paul exhorts us to live with our eyes wide open by understanding the deceptive and corruptive nature of sin. We need to put off, leave behind, remove entirely the life we used to live before we became Christians. However, too many Christians mistakenly believe that righteous living depends entirely upon resisting temptation. The Bible tells me to avoid sin, so if I do that, I will live the right way in the eyes of God. But resisting temptation is only half of the equation. In addition to resisting temptation, we must also implement righteous living. As Paul says, it's more than a matter of putting off the old man. We must also put on the new man. If we avoid returning to worldly ways, we have only gone part way into the Christian faith.